Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Maus in Karelia, platooned up with Drewski. And honestly, it feels like lately, and it feels like this every so often, just that matchmaker when you're platooned up really likes to put you in small dog matches. So what do we do when that happens? Well, we go in our tier 10s because we have to beat the matchmaker, right? Not that I don't mind being 2 tiers down, especially with the platoon mates, but when you and your platoon mate are the only one in the front line when you're 2 tiers down is pretty aggravating to have that repetitively happening. Thanks for listening to my complaints. Now let's get to the match. Now, I don't know if I've ever explained it in any of my Maus videos before, but I run premium consumables, so I have chocolate and 105 octane, which is both are 20,000 silver, and then a large repair kit. And I try not to use my large repair kit unless I absolutely have to, just because having it helps me put my track on faster, and once you use it, you lose that bonus. And I have a pretty good crew in here that can get the tracks on pretty quick, and if you have experience in the Maus, you know that you get tracked a lot. What you don't want to do is put the Maus in a situation by itself, because by itself it's really not that strong of a tank. It needs support just because it's mobility, obviously, and the lack of ability to maneuver around, which is mobility, but I just kind of want to clarify that it's more than just speed of the tank. And that's where 105 octane comes in. That helps with your turret traverse. Chocolate's going to help the crew, so it makes it tick faster. And it just, I feel like those two things really make the response time a little bit better on my Maus. Alright, so we went to the choke point side, and my team took the hill. Drewski and his minions took the hill, and we should be all set. However, we only have one guy left in the north, so it feels like I drove all the way over here in my Maus just to probably get capped. We'll see how the team responds. Alright, slowly pushing in here. This is the Maus, guys. This is, for some sick reason, I love playing this tank. Karelia is a really fun map, in my opinion. Get a nice shot into the lower plate of that T95. Jaeger tracks me. It's dangerous to drive out there. Now, one thing I wanted to feature in this video is Maus gameplay, Mustardmav style. So, it's nothing more irritating than your Maus sitting in the back while your team gets whittled down and then the Maus is left by himself, where it's the least effective. So since I have support tanks, I'm going to take shells for these guys. I'm going to use my armor, use my hit points to advance forward and at least open up another firing zone, okay? Because the Maus can take a beating. You can see they haven't put me down yet, and I'm trying to make sure my lower plate is covered and have a good angle, so if they try to shoot at me. It's risky though. There's plenty of times where I push into this and my team like stays behind that corner and doesn't do anything, so I just drive out there and die for nothing. These guys responded and they realized what I was doing, so okay, cool, this Maus is going to take a lot of damage for us, push us forward. We need to take advantage of that, and they did. So we executed that push. Now I could have maybe had a better tactic of angling when I came around, but honestly I felt like I had a lot of tanks with me, so if they just pushed around the corner we should be able to chop them up, and they did. And their whole team really focus fired me until my other heavy tank pushed in there. So me and Drewski are living on slivers now, and we took a beating for the side of the map. They're on our cap. We did have one guy go back. It's pretty close right now. See if I can get a shot into this Maus'n's cheek. Nope, no go. Alright, so how long am I going to sit here and shoot at a Maus'n's cheek? Well, let's go for a top cap shot. It's orange, so it's not, doesn't mean it's going to go. Sure enough, goes in there. Makes him sweat a little bit. He wiggled. I don't know what he's doing now. Alright, so they start the cap up, but you can see now our medium tanks have gotten back to our tank destroyer, so we got four 4 tanks over there. Now Artie just killed our T-30, so I don't really want to deal with this Maus'n, because I'm probably going to be next on Artie's list. Or Drewski. No, Drewski just died by the Fock. Alright, so let's try to do one more before we head out. And I shoot right over top of it. It's a long range shot on a small target on that tank. But now the TD has retreated, so if I get spotted there, their Artie is going to smash my face. Now, their Waffle takes out our Bat Chat on the base. And I have Artie support here, so if I can spot them coming this way, then potentially our Artie can slam them. But our Artie is looking at the cap right now, and I think that's appropriate. Get a shot into the side of the Fock. Now he's a one shot. And Drewski's watching the north, just telling me like what's going on up there. We carefully aim on the Fock, shut him down. Now we're gonna back up. Hopefully Artie can't loop it over here. And what I remember is like Drewski verbalizing that they're not pushing on a Waffle E100 that's reloading. They're like scared he's gonna shoot Nerf balls at him or something. So their Waffle kills are 704. So obviously he's not out of shells yet, but once he does run out of shells, then it becomes an issue. There already takes our standard B, and it just stays close. I got 3,000 damage, 3,200 blocked, 800 assisted. It's me, my tank destroyer, and a medium tank, and Artie, versus their Maus'n, their Waffle E100. I'm not sure what the other tank destroyer is. I didn't pay attention when that popped up. So Artie pings the Maus'n. Our T-30 shuts down the Waffle. Nice shot from F7. Maus'n doesn't know that I'm around the corner still. I mean, now I'm probably spotted. Yeah, I'm targeted. But he's on the move, so for him to get a penetrating shot on a mouse is pretty difficult, right? So while he's moving, I'm able to just sneak over there slowly, make sure I aim, and then shut him down with a top cap shot. Alright, so now we're going to head north. Yes, I'm going to make you watch all the misery of driving the mouse. So even though I was left on a little bit of health, and I do have that perk, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called now. Maybe I should get my information before I start commenting on my videos. It's like Last Stand or something like that, where your shells load faster if you're 10% of your hit points. It's a really good skill for like tier 10 heavy tanks with a lot of hit points. I think it's good for Artie too, because a lot of the times when you're in your artillery, you get shot and you're left on a sliver. And if you're able to wiggle away, then your reload time speeds up. Alright, so the tank destroyer is in A8, and we have artillery. So he should be taken out. Let me note this. I'm going to link a video, yesterday's video, the IS-3 marked at the end. Watch that and comment in below if you want a free code for either a premium tank or 30 days of premium. So you gotta check that out. And I'm having a hard time filling this void of driving in the mouse. I could talk about the line a little bit. Tiger P line was one of my favorite lines. The 3001P was a great tier 6 medium tank. Alright, we got Artie spotted. We're not done. We're not done, boys and girls. I get to still shoot a rock over there. T-30 slams him down, so I get some spotted damage. Spotting in the scout or in the mouse. So 3001P. I think there's like a 38 NA. I can't remember exactly if that's the tank before it. And the 4005 kills our standard B, and since it's a 4005, we have to be very careful because my armor won't protect me from that shell, right? Especially with no hit points left. But everything leading up to 3001P was a good tank in my opinion. I enjoyed pretty much all of it. Now I don't count tiers 1 through 3 because you don't spend a lot of time there. And anyways, moving on, Tiger P. For some reason, I really enjoyed that tank. The Tiger 1 is better in like every single sense of stat wise, but for some reason I like Tiger P. Once you learn how to use that front armor plate, it's pretty fun to bounce tier 9s and kind of you just know their frustration when they're shooting at you and you bounce the shell off the front of your Tiger P. Let's see, that moves into the VK101P. To me, one of the best tier for tier tanks in the game. Tier 8 heavy tank. Now, the thing that lets it down is obviously the mobility, so if you get in a bunch of field matches, you're not going to have a good time. But it can hold its own at tier 10. I put the little gun on it, which you sacrifice even like the bigger engine to keep the smaller gun on it. But I like the rate of fire better, and I just felt like I could manage the tank a little bit better with that gun. Otherwise, it does have the E75 gun on there, which can thump people as well. And the small gun struggles a little bit against tier 10s, but you get premium rounds. Are pretty decent, but really when I use my super heavies, I'm not worried too much about my damage. I'm more focused on how can I push my team through or block damage, maybe just hold it one side of the map short-handed. I'm gonna make them dig me out and just be a pain in their ass. Our Artie gets on base, which is sweet, but he's moving right now, so I'm afraid that I'm gonna get shot by the ship barn. And I'd like an affirmative from him or something, but then the ship barn's spotted. And we're going to take our time here. T-30 gets a shot into him. I hit him as well with an HE shell. Had that loaded. I don't know if you've seen me do that. That's some A+ ammo switching there. I'll get to endgame stats. So we get Ace Tanker, 3600 damage, 2000 assisted, 3200 blocked. Just not like a typical mouse game, but I wanted to show it because of that initial push and getting my team to push with me and what the mouse is capable of. Finish up the line, the Maus'n. I really enjoyed the Maus'n, but I hear a lot of people say it's like one of the worst tier 9 heavy tanks. And to me, you're going to get spam with prem rounds. You just have to wiggle and hide that top cap, turn your cheeks, and that's about it. So check out the IS3 video. Yeah, I'll just quit babbling. Babbled a lot in this game. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.